Hello everyone and welcome to some more Pokemon TCG live content. Today I'm going to be going through a deck that I won my first gym challenge with on Saturday, which was yesterday. So yeah, it's been a long time coming. I haven't been to that many challenges. I've only been playing the game since kind of August in real life. I think I've been to like 6 or 7 challenges, finished second at 2 of them. Feels nice to finally get like that monkey off my back and get the first win, you know, in a challenge finally, because I've come close a couple of times, and yeah, it's just good to finally get on the board and get a win. So the deck that I played to challenge is Arc-Pix and Aerodactyl. I know I covered Arceus and Vulpix not too long ago on this channel, but the version that I covered was like a gym challenge winner in Japan that was playing like Pidgeot on a rare candy line, and yeah, it's weird because removing Pidgeot from the deck actually makes the deck way more consistent, because you'll see the Champions League runner-up, you know, didn't play Pidgeot in their deck, and you don't need Pidgeot in an Arc deck. You don't need it. So I took Pidgeot out and I just kind of copied the Champions League deck and added in a few things here and there, you know, a few extra cards, changed it up a bit, and yeah, it went really well. I literally had like the perfect matchups on Saturday and managed to win my first challenge. So I'll go through the challenge itself and then I'll run through the deck quickly. So game 1 was against Gholdengo, and Vulpix basically just shuts off Gholdengo's deck because Vulpix makes it so that a ability attacker, you know, can't damage you. Once you attack with Vulpix, nothing with abilities can damage you, and the entire Gholdengo deck has abilities. So it got to the point where the guy I was playing started to have to use like the Gimmighoul with the coin flip attack that does like 20 damage for every heads you get or something like that. Like, that was the only attacker they had. I mean, they could have swung with Palkia, but they weren't able to set it up. I mean, I think they evolved into Palkia V-Star, because you can attack with Palkia and do 200, but they evolved into Palkia V-Star. And at that point, I was just like, right, okay, you've literally got nothing that can attack me apart from Gimmighoul. So yeah, managed to win that game. Game 2 was against Zard. And it's a Zard player who I played a couple of weeks ago when I played this deck, and that was when I was running like the Pidgeot version, and I just couldn't get set up. I just had a major brick when I played them last time. This time I had the perfect start. I had Vulpix, Arceus, I had V-Star in hand, energy attachment, turn 1. You know, managed to get my Arceus up with the Turo, and just left Vulpix on the board, and they couldn't do anything. You know, I had Lost City there to Lost Zone away, you know, their Charmeleons and Charmanders that they were trying to attack with, and they just scooped. You know, we played for 10-20 minutes, and he was like, yep, I can't do anything, you win. So got the win against Charizard. Yeah, and then game 3 was a Vulpix mirror match, which I was not expecting to see anyone else run a Vulpix deck, but yeah, had the Vulpix mirror match in the final. And the Aerodactyl basically won me that game because Aerodactyl V-Star does 240. It doesn't have an ability, and it can just KO Vulpix. So, and it hits Arceus for weakness. So that was a fairly easy win. So yeah, it was the easiest challenge I've played in, just because all the decks I played were perfect for me. You know, they were perfect for Vulpix, and they were basically the decks that you want to play against when you play this deck. So let's have a quick look through the deck. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I've covered this deck before. I'll just go over like some of the additions that I made to the deck. So 2/2 line of Vulpix and Vulpix V-Star. There are 4 Arceus Vs in the deck for some reason. I think there's like one underneath one of the Arceuses when I took this photo. So I am running 4 Arceus V, 4 Arceus V-Star. I will add the deck list in the description. 1 Radiant Greninja just to help get set up, and that did actually help in the Charizard matchup, I think, because I used a heavy ball to get Greninja turn 1, and then I Greninja'd into like an Arc V-Star, and I think I got an energy attachment from the Greninja, and then later on in the game I managed to pick it up. So yeah, Radiant Greninja can help you get set up. And then we have this 1/1 line of Aerodactyl V and Aerodactyl V-Star. Now the reason why I'm running these 2 in the deck is because Chien Pao is another deck that Vulpix pretty much beats, because a lot of Chien Pao, you know, has most of the Pokemon in Chien Pao have abilities, so you can pretty much beat that deck apart from when they put Iron Hands on the board. So Arceus, or Aerodactyl rather, is like a hard counter to Iron Hands, because the Aerodactyl V, if you just power it up with regular energy, you don't have the double turbo. Aerodactyl V can KO Iron Hands. So I feel like, you know, Arc-Pix is very good against Chien Pao. Well, I mean, it's great against Chien Pao if they're not running hands. You basically win the game. But if they are running hands, you know, it can be a bit more difficult. So that's why I put Aerodactyl V-Star in the deck, just to KO Iron Hands. It's also really good against Lugia, because I was predicting Lugia to be picked up again, especially post-rotation. And Aerodactyl V-Star stops Lugia's V-Star ability, so they can't get their Archeops on the field. So you basically just, you know, sometimes they'll just scoop if they can't get their Lugias set up. And Aerodactyl V-Star, you know, 240 can also KO any EX, you know, most Vs. Like if you're playing against Lost Tina, You know, if they've only got one Tina on the board and you boss it up and you KO it with Aerodactyl VSTAR, that can set their game back, their game plan back, quite some way. So yeah, Aerodactyl VSTAR is yeah, kind of a good card in this deck. I think it's a good tech card. And I made this deck with the intention of it being like a post-rotation. Although I'm not sure if Alolan Vulpix will survive post-rotation. I'm not sure if this deck will survive post-rotation, because I imagine if it gets popular, Charizard will just start playing Gouging Fire, which can just KO Vulpix. So I'm not sure if this deck will be viable, come a couple of weeks. We'll see what how it goes at EUIC, but if it's being played and if people in Charizard are countering for it. But yeah, it's an interesting deck, and then, pretty standard rest of the list. 3 Boss, 2 Turo to pick up your Pokemon, 1 Cheren's Care, 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 1 Heavy Ball. I put 2 Great Balls in the deck just because I want to increase my chances of hitting Arceus VSTAR, as soon as possible. You could make the argument that catching Aroma is probably better because you flip a coin and, 50-50 chance you get the Arceus VSTAR, but I just decided to go with Great Ball. And then Switch, Lost Vacuum Super Odd, and then 3 of Research, Judge, and Iono. 2 Lost City. Lost City is so good in this deck because if they have an attacker that can hit Vulpix and can hit through Snow Mirage, if you just Lost City that attacker, they can't do anything. 1 Jet Energy, mostly just to get like our Arceus in the active if we need it to power up the other Pokemon. Medical Energy can actually really help if like Charmeleon is damaging Vulpix or Charmander, and then you heal 30 damage, it can set them back quite a bit, and sometimes it can be the difference between winning and losing the game. 4 DTE, and we got 6 Water Energy, 2 Fighting. You probably could go 5-3 with the Energy instead of 6-2, but you don't really use Aerodactyl in a lot of matchups, so I feel fine just playing 2 Fighting Energy. It's worth noting that like my 3 games that I played, basically I won the coin flip every single game. I went first every game, and every game I opened up with like Arc Energy and a card to find Vulpix. So it just, everything went my way. Like, it was one of those challenges where it's like everything went the way I wanted it to. I went first every game, I had the perfect setup, and I was playing against decks that this deck farms. So yeah, really happy to get my first win out of the way. Get some championship points. I mean, I've only got I think I'm up to 39 now, 2 second place finishes and a win. Yeah, I'm not going to Worlds. I'm not competing for Worlds. I don't play enough in real life. I don't have enough time to be playing every weekend. But and I am going to EUIC in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure. I probably won't play this because it's kind of good against a couple of decks and then not good against many other things. But it's nice to have a win under my belt, get a bit more confidence before I go to EUIC. So I might play a game or 2 on the ladder now, just to show you how it works. If I was connected to Pokemon, I would. We'll reconnect, and we'll try and play a game on the ladder with Arc Pix. Right, here we are on the ladder with my Arc Pix Dactyl deck. And I have been recording, I have been recording for a while, but I didn't press record on my recording software. And it's not the first time I've done that, unfortunately. And had some good games. Had a game where I beat Lost Tina, and Aerodactyl just did everything. And it had been like a perfect showcase of how to work Aerodactyl, but just didn't press record because I'm an idiot. So, okay, there's a Dactyl. I don't know what we're playing against. Did they mulligan, or was it just me who mulliganed? Okay, could be Goldengo, could be Pao. I'm just going to bench a Vulpix for now, because if it's Goldengo, I just win. I just double turbo, next turn find the picks, and all I need is Water Energy and I win. Alright, it's the Friggy. It's the Friggy, man. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. We can do this. We'll go Great Ball. I mean, I might as well grab you. But then I need to put down an Arc. What do I discard? Discarding 2 supporters, it doesn't feel good. I can grab one with Arceus, I suppose. I mean, we could get Iono turn 1, but highly unlikely. They're probably going to Irida me. And I probably want to go DTE, jet into this next turn, power up these guys, and then just go for a research, I guess. Not a great matchup, because like Vulpix can just wall off this deck, but I am terrified of Iron Hands. Like, you can risk it and just say, I'm just playing Vulpix, and I'm just going to bet you don't have hands, or you can't find hands. Like, you can do that. Well, there's hands, so there you go. You can do that, but I don't want to take that risk, man. So I probably should have gone DTE, Energy, Arceus VSTAR, and then grabbed a boss and a oh no, but I would still need extra pieces. Yeah, I need to get rid of hands as soon as possible because I think Pao normally only plays one hands. So if we can get rid of hands and, you know, if we can Lost Zone it, that's going to be huge. Alright, I'm going to go for a Starbirth. I'm going to grab a Jet, I think. A Jet Energy, if we have one. Or if not, I'll grab a Switch. Yeah, Jet Energy and a... Do we have another Fighting Energy in the deck? Yes, we do. Okay, good. And we'll grab a Research. I'm not going to Iono because I didn't have much on my... Oh, we do have Research. Phew, I was thinking, where are my Researches? Okay. Jet Energy. Oh, well, this is good because we take out their only Frigibacks. So they are going to be in trouble. Do I... Yeah, I might as well bench this. We're not going for the Vulpix lock anyway, because we need to get rid of hands. We need to deal with this. There's Aerodactyl VSTAR. Wonderful. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for it. Go for Trinity Nova. So that sets them back a turn anyway. And then we can start getting... Probably... Do I split it? I'll just go all on Dactyl. I'll go like this. I've got energy in hand. We'll go like that. We'll put one on the Vulpix. It might come in useful later, but... yeah, they're set back a turn. It's going to be another turn before they can do anything, basically. Hopefully, if we can Greninja into a boss and, you know, thin the deck a bit, maybe. Well, I don't really want to bench much other stuff. Or do I? I just need to find boss to... Like this, I need to take out hands. If I can Lost Zone hands, then we could try and set up the Vulpix lock after. Although we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot benching extra stuff. But, yeah, I just need to take out hands. Especially now we're playing Greninja as well. I completely forgot. It just hits Greninja for weakness, doesn't it? But then if they KO Greninja, I just respond with Dactyl, so it's not too bad. Not the boss. All right, I'm going to go for a Concealed Cards, although researching away this hand is not going to feel good. Oh, yes, we do get there. All right, we're retreating. We'll go see you later. And go Dactyl. I'm going to promote you. Shame I don't have Lost City, but is what it is. I could take out Frigibacks, actually, and then they just can't... No, I want to take out the 2-prizer. That might be a mistake, especially if I Lost Zone some good stuff now. Vulpix, hopefully we have another one in the deck. I didn't realise that... Why am I playing 2 Medical Energy? I'm not in my real life deck. I must have put an extra one in online. I'm only playing 1 in real life, but... Yeah, it's probably a mistake. They can knock me out now. So basically now I need to find DTE and Vulpix V-Star. Should have gone for the backs, potentially, and then we're going to get Iono to 3. Yeah. But they still might not be able to find Rare Candy. Backs Caliber. Alright, we do get the DTE, so... I still need a bit. I still need a Vulpix V-Star. Yeah. They might not have it, though. No, they don't have it. Okay. Alright. So, we don't need you. I'm going to go for a Turo, not a Turo, a Concealed Cards. And we do get a boss. If I take out Chien, yeah, I take out Pao. I only need 1 prize left for game. Alright, let's go for it. We'll take out Pao. Just pray we don't Lost Zone some good stuff. Go for a Lost Dive. And then it's 1 more prize. And we boss and a DTE. It's okay. Hopefully we get something good off the prizes. Lost City. So we'll be hitting with Arc and Vulpix. We should be able to get there. They've already got rid of a cross switcher. They seem to have just bricked completely. They've only got 1 energy in the discard as well, so this has not been going well for them. So, yep, another Bibarel, so they can kind of run through the deck. But yeah, this shows you how good Aerodactyl can be. So I'm glad we've got a game where Aerodactyl's doing its thing, right? They do finally get the rare candy, so maybe they might be able to get Baxcalibur up and running now. Yeah, they do. Unfortunately, we don't have Vulpix, so I am going to just probably have to swing with Arc and then try and finish him off with Pix later on, maybe. They might not even have Chien Pao, though. They might not even be able to get an attack off this turn. There's the Rod, so they're going to go for another Bibarel and try and get it. So it only I'm pretty sure Pao only plays 1 Iono most of the time. I think Jared Grimes is playing 2 lately, but I don't think I'm at risk of getting Iono'd again. Shouldn't be. Hopefully not. So they're going to draw some more stuff with Greninja. So I'm guessing they didn't get what they wanted off that Bibarel. No. We might have got there. This might be the Chien Pao brick. This is why I don't like playing Chien Pao. I had a period of when I was playing it during Jan Feb, you know, in real life tournaments, but I just don't think it's consistent enough. Well, it's not when I play it anyway. I did go to a pre-release on Friday as well. We had to play 5 games at pre-release. It's way too much. I was like, I don't want to be playing 5 rounds at pre-release where there's like nothing on the line, and you know the decks at pre-release are all very bricky. Yeah, we do get the win. So there you go. At least we showed what Aerodactyl can do, and that's why I play Aerodactyl in the deck. But yeah, anyway, I was gonna say the pre-release was, yeah, it was painful, man. 5 games at pre-release. I was like, I just want my cards. I don't want to play 5 rounds with these bricky, horrible decks. But we managed to get the Wug. Got the Wug, not too bad. Got some buddy poffins. I got 3 of them, which is going to be like a staple in some decks going forwards. And I got the cape. I got the Heroes cape, which I put straight into my Snorlax deck. I know it's not legal now, but it will be in a couple of weeks. So yeah, went to pre-release on Friday, won a challenge on the Saturday, just chilling today, doing this video, just chilling today. And yeah, hope you enjoy this video, and I'll be back with more content soon. Yeah, I do apologise, there hasn't been much stuff on the channel lately, but like work was crazy busy last week. Basically, I was like the only one in work all week. We had like loads of illnesses. I was just so busy all week working. Well, I work all week anyway, but I had to do more than I normally would because there was no one there. And also I just feel like the current game is getting a bit stale. Like, the decks are fun to play. I enjoy playing the decks currently, but it's like, we just need new cards in the game. It's been like, what, 6 months, has it, since the last significant release? Because 151 and Paldea Evolved don't count because they didn't really add anything to the game. So it just feels like, I feel like as a creator, there's not much original content I can come up with. Like, I feel like everything's pretty much been covered at this point in terms of the cards that are in the game currently. So I'm just really looking forward to Temporal Forces coming out. Then I can just play some random stuff, you know. Great Tusk Mill, I really want to play Great Tusk Mill. I want to play the Long Neck Boy Raikou, which I think we're getting for free, you know, in the battle pass or whatever. And you know, there's the Ancient Box decks, there's the Turbo Hands deck, and yeah, it looks like this next set is going to be like a really good set for players, and there's going to be so many new stuff. Like, I want to try out Incineroar EX. I want to try out is it Scovillain, the Pepper dude. He looks like a fun, you know, a fun Mimi EX deck. So there's loads of stuff I want to try, but unfortunately we got to wait a bit longer. So yeah, sorry for playing another Arc Pile. I know I play Arc a lot on this channel, but I do like Arc Piles, and I wanted to show you the deck that won me the tournament the other day, and I wanted to show you how Aerodactyl can help in the matchup. We didn't demonstrate the Vulpix lock today, but you know how that works. I've done that before. You know how Vulpix works. But I'm glad that we showed you how good Aerodactyl can be. Yes, the Chien Pao player did brick, but the Aerodactyl put the pressure on and we won the game. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you all soon. Have a good St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if this video is going to go out today, but it is St. Patrick's Day today. So if it goes out today and you see this today, hope you have a good St. Patrick's Day. And if it goes out tomorrow, hope you have had a good one. And I shall see you all soon. Take care. Goodbye.